So I sung a heart I wore when it came hard to breathe. Had to focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, 'cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Then she say I'm a magician, and if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in over, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're all I need to know.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Here's Hurts to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and able to come up with the first down.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. We look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Hurts. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game,
think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On touch. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Cameron Dicker.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Oh, boy. Speed left.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second down in the yard. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
63. Hey, Silver.
They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
The second down pass.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Look the hot.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10.
A
handoff, Barkley running left. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In motion left comes Brown. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Nike Texas on the quick, right?
First carry for Najee Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
South.
Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And the 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
White Tony, 18. Y'all to the right, y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
Stroud to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard
line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73.
In motion right, that's Dell. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sam Laporta, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Browns 3. Cameron Dicker.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18, what's that?
Up the middle with Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Swap, another swap.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
11.
Now Stroud. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Stroud now to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Barkley is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got him in. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Oh, right. 18. What's up?
Stroud sets up the play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer. King, Phil King.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run. This is Bashal 2. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cooper Kupp, 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Steelers 21, Browns 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. Stroud now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st down, Steelers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Silver, ready? Right everywhere, yeah.
They go play action with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Great, set. Yeti. Call up Yeti. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Bashal Tutin, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Browns 10. Cameron Dicker.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they get a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. That'll be caught by Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
63.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yo, touch that. And anyway, that. Kyle, let's get it. We're going to do some finish. Yo, touch that.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Great. Set.
Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is third and 10. The man in motion is Brown. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 Texans. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud looking to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19 Texans.
Here's Stroud. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, Uno.
Stroud to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Why, Tony.
Stroud. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18, 11.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
And the pass picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise you're simply playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Great, set. No time.
Turton is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Now Stroud. Able to find his man, Kraft. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Browns first down.
Stroud working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down back on the 35-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Tony.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
118. Let's hit. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, south.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Look the hot. Here we go.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now. It's 7-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.
handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the